Goldeneye 64, a classic of the N64, a classic in general, recently came to Nintendo Switch and Xbox Game Pass. I played this game for hours as a child with my friends, and even now I play it occasionally. So how is this remaster? Now, I didn't record my footage for this one, so I'm just gonna be talking with some gameplay over it, but hopefully this gives you an idea of how it plays. Disclaimer, I only played the Xbox Game Pass version, so I can't speak for the Nintendo Switch version. First things first, the graphics don't look incredibly better, I will be honest. The thing with old games like this as well, when they're running 4K with a great frame rate, etc., you notice all the bad things about it anyway. N64 games do look ugly these days, and that's just a fact, unfortunately. As for the controls, it took a bit of getting used to with the twin stick action, especially when you're used to playing on the N64, the C buttons, and you're drifting all over the place. It does feel a bit jarring at first, and it took me a while to get used to it. I was messing about with the settings for about 10 minutes, but once I got used to it, it actually played pretty good. One thing I will say that's aged really well about this game is the sound effects. My god, it's so satisfying when you shoot someone, and it's so satisfying when you reload and you hear that. And that's the biggest takeaway about this remaster, is that the game is fun. Some levels haven't aged too well, for example the Siberia levels, especially the dark one. Also, obviously the graphics look abysmal on the faces, but at the time they were impressive, I suppose. And again, even as a kid I thought they looked really weird and funny, so who knows. The soundtrack still slaps even to this day, especially Dan with a and frigate. Bam, bam. So if you have played the original and want some nostalgia, then you are obviously gonna have a blast here. There are some graphical problems though. I noticed in Dan there's this weird blue kind of line on some assets, and it's kind of jittery. And there are some bits and bobs like that that pop up in general. Also, if you're somebody who's playing this for the very first time, you will be so confused by a lot of the objectives, I swear. As a child especially, I found so many of the objectives convoluted, I had no idea what to do. Even in Control, where it said blow up the, whatever they're called, the archives, I didn't know what to do for about 5 minutes until a weird childhood memory just entered my brain and went, oh yeah, those things in the corners. I would never have guessed to do that otherwise. So this game is definitely not user-friendly if you're somebody who's interested, you know, to check out what the hype was about. I do feel that this game is purely for nostalgia. But having said that, the game is still fun. The multiplayer is still fun. Anybody can pick that up and give it a go. Plus, I love the customization on the multiplayer still. To this day, we always put license to kill, we play on stack, and power weapons. We've done that for, well, 20 years now. Jesus, 20 years? Nah, it's 25 years, right? Did it come out in 1998? Holy shit. If you've got the Nintendo Switch Online expansion and you've got an Xbox with the Game Pass, then I recommend at least trying it if you're not somebody who's played it in the past. And if you are somebody who has played it in the past and likes the nostalgia, it takes a little while to get used to it, but once you get past that, then yeah, it's still a great experience, and at least now it's on the Xbox, so I'm gonna keep setting up your N64 every time you want to play the game. I do think the remaster could have been better, they could have added more features. Why there is not an online multiplayer for the Xbox version, I will never know, and I really hope there's some sort of update or they address it soon, because what is going on with that? But the game is still a good time. So what do you think? Did you play Goldeneye Remaster? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video.